Okay, wow. That was one of the best games I have seen in a long time. That was simply amazing. Wow. I really want this to be the IPL Finals, despite me being an RCB fan. But unlike most RCB fans, I am a realistic RCB fan, and seeing the way they play, like if this was RCB chasing this total, like even cut like 20 runs, they would have just given up and like got all at like 120 or 130. Because I mean, I I mean, when I look at sports, I usually look at the tactics. I usually look more. I mean, I'm more interested in that than the mental side of the game. But this really shows mental fortitude from the Mumbai Indians. Like, I don't know what is the highest T20 run chase ever, but this should definitely be up there. But Mumbai never gave up throughout the way. Like from the start, Quinton de Kock started attacking. Then Rohit Sharma helped him as well. And when Pollard came, I mean, Kyron Pollard, man, I'll get to him in a bit. But oh, no, this game had everything you wanted to see in, and especially given the history between these two teams, the rivalry these two teams have had. Yeah, this would be a great IPL finals to watch. And the people are saying this game was fixed. I mean, I'd really like to believe it's not. I mean, but there's nothing you can prove. I mean, what I watched all around was just great batting all around. I mean, I'm not going to blame the bowlers for like because the pitch was clearly a batsman's pitch, and I mean the boundaries are really small. Although that's why the twos were a bit limited, but like Ambati Raidu, Faf two plus, like everyone just scoring boundaries this game. So I mean, as a fan, it was just fun to watch. Like this was Chennai's game to lose all the way around. Especially around the 10th over type, like after the last 3 wickets, I didn't really think. I mean, Pollard is great, but I didn't really think he'd carry them all this far. I mean, he did have a supporting piece. Krunal Pandya, Hardik Pandya hit that quick 16. So yeah, that was a big help there. And other than that, it was just so Chennai. But the main mistake Chennai was making, they were bowling a lot of balls in the good length. They were just giving Pollard all sorts of space. Like, I look at Pollard, he's not the greatest guy with his footwork. I mean, he doesn't have the great. I mean, he doesn't have like textbook batting like a lot of the other players have. But the guy is so powerful. Like, so many edges just go to the boundaries. There was one shot where he just hit it and like I don't know. It was going wide and he just mistimed it and it just went for a four. And there were a couple of sixes like that as well. I mean, that last over had a couple of boundaries which were not very well timed. So anyway, yeah, a little bit of luck in Mumbai side, but overall, that doesn't take away how great Karen Pollard played this game. This game was simply amazing. Of course, Faf dropped that crucial catch of Pollard's, which I mean, it was a little bit difficult catch, but given how good a fielder Faf du Plessis is, he should not have really dropped that. But either way, I think Moin Ali left a simple four as well. I mean, there are a couple of mysteries. The overall CSK fielding was pretty solid. Other than that, yeah, this game had everything. So let's talk about Chennai's batting first. Ruturaj Gaikwad, he just got out today. I mean, he's been having a good season so far. Faf du Plessis is so consistent even at his advanced age. I mean, I don't know if he's leading the orange cap right now. I think he is, but I'll have to check again. But he's been really good this entire season. He's been the consistent opener CSK has needed. Because Raina has not been in great form. And Ambati Rana, I'm going to come back to him. Ambati Rana until this game. I mean, I don't remember having a great game before this, but yeah, he hasn't because MS Dhoni, he's not really a great batsman anymore. That's all I got to say. He's a brilliant keeper, brilliant captain, so he should be there. But as a batsman, I'm not really high on him anymore. Moin Ali, it pains me as an RCB fan to see Moin Ali play like this because it's not Moin Ali's fault. We, I mean, RCB kept him in the bench for so long. It was just annoying. Anyway, this video is not about RCB. I'm not gonna get. Anyway, so Moin Ali one down had a really quick, I think 58, like 36 or something, which was he was really quick about it. And after he got out, kind of slowed down. But then Ambati Raidu just smashed him last. He was playing Boomerang like he was some B tier bowler. Boomerang's probably the best T20 bowler we have right now, and he was just hitting him all over the park. Oh, so that was that, and Jadeja, of course, just doing everything. I mean, he was providing good support. So, 218 was the final score, and the Mumbai Indians actually chased it. Now, I will say, like besides the openers and Pollard, there was not really and Krunal, of course. So one concern I have Mumbai going in throughout the season is that bowling has been fantastic. Even though their batting has failed. Let's today was an exception, but overall their bowling has been fantastic this season. But Surya Kumar Yadav, who was a consistent option for them last season, he is not great. Ishan Kishan was also a consistent option. I think they've dropped him out of the lineup. I don't know if he had an injury or something, but he's not in the lineup either way. Krunal Pandya is not the guy you will be relying upon. Like I think he used to come about three down last time. I think he comes two down right now. Which but Krunal Pandya is not extremely reliant. And same thing with Kyle Pollard, but Kyle Pollard, except today, like he was just connecting everything today. So coming to the Chennai bowlers, so Sam Curran bowled the 17th over, and that was the best over given the context of the game. That really put pressure on the Mumbai Indians. I think he gave only like 2 runs and took one wicket in that over, which was really good. But then after that, Shardul Thakur got smacked for about I think 16 runs, and then yeah, it was exactly 16. And then what's his name? Yeah, Sam Curran himself. I think he got smacked for I think another 15. Yeah, he got smacked for another 15. And yeah, the last over. Actually, I won't say Giri bowled a bad over in the end, but I mean, except that one, the second last ball where he bowled a full toss, and come on, you shouldn't bowl a full toss at that stage of the game. That's criminal. But overall, Pollard got a couple of lucky shots, and that last couple they ran in the end. So one thing that was a little more suspect was the fielding placement by Dhoni. Normally he doesn't make too many mistakes, but I guess he was pushing me more towards the boundary because obviously they're going to hit a lot of boundaries with chasing a score like this. But yeah, overall great game. I can't wait for this rematch to happen. I think they've only met once this tournament. Yeah, I think they met only once. Anyways, the halfway. I think it's almost the halfway mark of the season, and I think it's time to talk about who is really going to make the. So one thing about this IPL is like usually you'll have about 6 to 7 teams that are I think there'll be like one or two really good teams and one or two really bad teams, and all the teams in the middle will be kind of competing. It's not been the case this season because the teams that are bad are just downright bad. Like the four the SRH is bad. I'm pretty sure they're not going to make the playoffs at this point. Uh, Same thing with KKR. Same thing with Rajasthan. Punjab may have a chance, but I'm not gonna put my money on that. So I think the top four are already set, which usually doesn't happen at this point of the season. Mumbai is only going to get better from here. Just it's gonna happen. It's just common knowledge gonna happen. Delhi Capitals aren't going down. CSK, they're not going down. I mean, this was a very tough loss, but they're not going down. And of course, RCB, they need to win three more games in the next seven to make the playoffs, so they're going to do that. Uh, anyway, so yeah, that's all my takeaways from the season. That's takeaway from the halfway point. I might make a video. May or may not. I'm mostly going to do. I'm going to make a video on what the MVP of the IPL is. I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of that and why it's not. I mean, it's not the greatest way to judge who an MVP is. But yeah, that's it. Thanks. Great game. Hope to see more.